Melodie is out, and today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build Melodie, her gadgets and star powers, and the best way to use her. Right now, Melodie's early access is out and will cost $19.99 to unlock her. Melodie is a mythic assassin whose main attack is very, very low. But when you hit an enemy, you get a monster note around you. You can have up to 3, and they deal a ton of damage. Your super gets 3 charges for you to dash around to hit your enemies. She's good with like almost every single game mode, and is overpowered in Showdown especially. Melodie's kit is very interesting because every time you hit an enemy with your main attack, you will gain 1 music note circling around you. Now her main attack is not very good. In fact, it deals literally almost no damage, but the music notes circling around her deal a ton of damage and really quickly as well. Only problem is, you have to get right up next to your enemies. But to help out with that, she has her super, which can have up to 3 charges. And what you're supposed to do is dash straight towards your enemies, using your notes to deal the rest of the damage, and spend your other supers to dash away when you're low on health. It takes 4 main attacks to charge up your super, and you get 3 charges of it. Note though, you can only charge your super again once you've used all 3 of your supers. Another thing is her super doesn't even deal any damage, so that might be something for you to look out for. Now on to Melodie's gadgets. Perfect pitch. Melodie's notes get a 25% movement speed increase and 60% wider orbit for 5 seconds. Her next gadget, interlude, Melodie gains a 15% shield for every note she has orbiting around her, kind of like Edgar's shield. On for her star powers, fast beats gives Melodie an 8% increase in movement speed for each note orbiting her. Her next star power, extended mix, only makes Melodie's notes stay for 2 seconds longer. Not a very big difference. And here are Melodie's precise stats if you'd like to see them for each level. If you're a Melodie fan, then here are a few tips to improve how you play Melodie. We'll also be going on how to build her to her maximum potential. Now here's the best way to play Melodie. First off, you need to get your super ready, because that is the only way you'll get those kills.
Gonna rise to the top, watch my enemies drop.
It only takes 4 shots to get your super ready, so make sure you have your super ready before you start doing some reckless things. Once your super is ready, you can dash straight up to them, depleting all their health instantly and dominating the battlefield. Melodie is absolutely broken for Brawl Ball because she can deal damage when she's holding the ball. Once she has her monster notes circling around her, which is the primary source of her damage, she's still able to hold the ball and can even dribble the ball far more efficiently than Mortis because she has 3 charges of her super rather than only using a main attack like Mortis. Now I don't have all the game modes listed here, but she is really good for like literally all of them, and especially in Showdown. She is absolutely broken in Showdown, actually. Melodie's second gadget, interlude, is the best for her so far. Works great for every single game mode, except it's not really the best for heist. Assassins really lack health, and with Melodie, you have to get right up close next to your enemies. And if they're tanks, it might not be so well, especially if they're hypercharged. But if you have the gadget interlude, you will always have your notes out anyways. So the shield will be super strong, just like Edgar's. But it does decay over time. Melodie's first gadget, perfect pitch, isn't really the best, because as soon as you use it, it makes you vulnerable to assassins, because your notes are much further away from you. This gadget is only really good if you're playing in heist and you need to get to that safe from a safe distance. Now the best star power for Melodie would be fast beats. With this star power, it allows you to easily adjust your location so your notes can hit your enemies with accuracy. Extended mix is not a very good star power. In fact, I don't really recommend it because your reload speed is already fast enough to keep all 3 music notes out. Now moving on to gears, this part gets a little bit interesting, but the number 1 gear you need to use would be Melodie's gadget charge gear. Especially if you're using perfect pitch, you will need this gear. Your second gear will vary depending on what game mode you use. For most game modes, I would recommend the health gear, especially if you're playing in heist or hot zone. But the damage gear works just as well. Although Melodie is a tankier assassin, if you're always using your main attacks, your music notes will be on field for the entire duration, which means you'll stop healing. And that little damage boost should take care of any tanks that get in the way. Well, that's everything you need to know about Melodie. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe! Saying it takes like 1 click. That's it!